When you set a goal and you truly believe that it's possible, something incredible happens. Your mind starts working with you to make that goal a reality. But here's the thing, a lot of people give up before they see the signs that their hard work and belief are paying off. They stop just when they're on the verge of a breakthrough. The fact is, you may be closer to your dreams than you think. You've put in the work, you've stayed committed, and you've kept your focus. Now, there are signals all around you that your manifestation is on its way. And I'm here to tell you about some signs to look for, signs that show you your breakthrough is coming. First of all, let's talk about the shift you feel within yourself. There's a point in the process where things start feeling different. It's not necessarily that the outside world changes right away, but there's a feeling inside of you that's hard to describe. Maybe you wake up one day and you feel lighter, more energized. You can't explain it, but you just feel like something big is about to happen. You see, this inner shift is one of the most powerful signs that your manifestation is on its way. You begin to notice that your thinking changes. Where before you might have doubted yourself or hesitated to believe that your goal was possible, now you find yourself more confident. You stop second-guessing everything. Instead of asking, what if it doesn't work out, you start asking, what if it does? That change in mindset, that shift from doubt to belief is a clear sign that you're on the right track. Now let's talk about something even more exciting. When your manifestation is on the way, opportunities start to pop up that you didn't expect. Suddenly things that seemed impossible a while ago now seem very possible. Maybe it's a job offer or a connection you've been hoping for. These opportunities don't just appear out of thin air. They're a result of your work, your belief, and your focus. When they start showing up, it's a clear sign that you're moving in the right direction. But here's the thing, not all opportunities will look the way you expected them to. Sometimes they come disguised as challenges. Maybe you were expecting things to go smoothly, but suddenly a challenge pops up that seems to stand in your way. Don't be discouraged by that. Often these challenges are opportunities in disguise. They test your commitment. They ask, how bad do you really want this? And when you push through those challenges, you're not only proving to yourself that you're capable, but you're also clearing the way for your manifestation to arrive. Another sign that you're getting closer is when the right people start entering your life. Maybe it's a mentor, maybe it's a friend, or maybe it's someone you meet by chance, but you realize that this person has something to offer that you need to move forward. When the right people come along, it's not an accident. You've attracted them because of the energy and effort you've been putting out. They are part of the process, part of the manifestation, and they're there to help you on your journey. It's also important to talk about how your emotions shift as your manifestation gets closer. Maybe in the beginning you felt anxious, stressed, or even doubtful, but as things start to line up, as the signs begin to appear, you find yourself feeling more at peace. That doesn't mean that everything is perfect, but there's a deep sense of calm that starts to settle in. It's the calm that comes from knowing that everything is working out as it should. You trust the process, and because of that trust, you start to feel more at ease. Now, I want to address something important. Sometimes, just before your manifestation appears, things might feel like they're falling apart. This is one of the biggest signs that something amazing is about to happen. It's like the final test. You're so close, but the universe wants to know if you're really ready for what's coming. It can be tough to push through this phase, but if you hang on, if you keep believing, you'll soon see that what seemed like a setback was really just a setup for something better. Another big sign that your manifestation is near is when you start seeing synchronicities. You start noticing patterns and coincidences that you just can't explain. Maybe you keep seeing the same number, or you keep running into the same person. Maybe you hear the same message from multiple sources. These synchronicities are no accident. They're little signals from the universe letting you know that you're in alignment with your goals. And let's not forget about your intuition. As you get closer to your manifestation, your intuition becomes stronger. You start having these gut feelings, these little nudges that tell you to take action. And the more you listen to that intuition, the more things seem to fall into place. That's because your intuition is guiding you toward your goal. It's showing you the path, even when you can't see it with your eyes. So when you feel that nudge, when you hear that little voice inside telling you to take a step, don't ignore it. That's your sign that you're moving in the right direction. Trust it and take action, even if you don't have all the answers. Often it's those small steps, those seemingly insignificant actions that lead to the biggest breakthroughs. Now, one of the final signs that your manifestation is on the way is when you start feeling gratitude even before you've reached your goal. You're so confident in the outcome that you begin to feel thankful for it, even though it hasn't arrived yet. This is a powerful place to be because gratitude is like a magnet for more good things. When you start to feel grateful, you're sending out a message that says, I'm ready and I know it's coming. It's a shift from wanting something to feeling like it's already yours. And when you reach that level of belief, when you start feeling thankful for what's coming, it's only a matter of time before it shows up in your life. Here's the bottom line. If you're seeing these signs, if you're feeling that shift inside, if opportunities and people are showing up, if challenges are testing you, if synchronicities are happening, and if you're feeling gratitude in your heart, then let me tell you this, your manifestation is on its way. You've done the work, you've stayed focused, you've kept the faith, and now you're getting the signals that it's all about to come together. Now is not the time to doubt yourself. Now is not the time to quit. You are closer than you've ever been. Keep pushing forward. Keep believing. Keep taking action, and soon you'll see the results of everything you've been working for. Remember, you're not just wishing for something. You're creating it. Your thoughts, your actions, your energy, they're all working together to bring your dreams to life. So trust the process. Stay the course. And when the signs start to appear, know that you're on the right path. You've got what it takes. The only thing that can stop you now is giving up too soon. So don't. Stay committed, stay focused, and watch as everything you've been working for comes to life right before your eyes. The signs are there. You've got the power. Now go out and make it happen. You see, one of the biggest challenges people face is impatience. We want everything to happen right now. And when we don't see instant results, we start to doubt. We question whether it's really possible. We wonder if we're even capable of achieving it. But here's the true success, manifestation, reaching your goals. It's a process. And every process takes time. Think about planting a seed. You don't dig it up the next day and expect a tree, do you? No, you trust that beneath the surface where you can't see it. That seed is doing the work it needs to do. It's growing roots, it's getting stronger, and eventually it breaks through the soil. But if you dig it up too soon, you'll kill its potential before it even has a chance to grow. The same thing happens with your goals and dreams. You've planted the seed by setting your intention, by taking action, and by believing in what you want. Now it's doing the work beneath the surface. You might not see all the results right away, but that doesn't mean they're not happening. Trust the process, because when it finally breaks through, it will be stronger and more powerful than you could have imagined. Patience is one of the most important qualities you can have on this journey. It's what keeps you going when things get tough, when it feels like nothing is happening. But let me tell you, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not on its way. I've seen it time and time again, people give up right before their breakthrough. They've put in the time, they've done the work, but because they didn't see instant results, they quit. And what they didn't realize is that they were just moments away from success. Don't let that be you. Don't throw in the towel when you're so close. Every great achievement, every manifestation comes after a period of perseverance. That's why the signs I'm talking about are so important. They're there to remind you to keep going, to keep pushing, even when you feel like nothing's happening. Let's talk about another sign you may notice: the way you handle setbacks. Early in the process, a setback might have completely thrown you off course. Maybe you hit a roadblock and it discouraged you so much that you stopped trying for a while. But now, as your manifestation gets closer, you start to see those setbacks differently. You recognize that they're not the end of the road, they're just part of the journey. Instead of letting a challenge stop you, you find yourself getting more determined. You become more resilient. When something doesn't go the way you planned, you don't panic or give up, you adjust. You find a way around it. This shift in how you deal with obstacles is another clear sign that you're getting closer to your goal. Why? Because success requires flexibility. It requires the ability to adapt and keep moving forward no matter what. When you start embracing this mindset, when you stop seeing setbacks as failures and start seeing them as opportunities to grow, you're showing yourself in the universe that you're ready for what's coming. Another sign that your manifestation is on its way is the way you start to treat yourself. Maybe in the past you were your own worst critic. You doubted your abilities, you focused on your flaws, and you were hard on yourself when things didn't go perfectly. But now, as you get closer to your goal, you start to notice a shift. You start treating yourself with more kindness, more compassion. You recognize that you're doing the best you can, and that's enough. You begin to trust yourself more. You start giving yourself credit for the progress you've made instead of beating yourself up for what you haven't accomplished yet. This self-kindness, this belief in your own abilities, is a powerful sign that you're aligned with your manifestation. Because when you believe in yourself, when you trust yourself, you're sending out the signal that you're ready to receive everything you've been working for. And don't overlook the power of gratitude. I mentioned it earlier, but it's worth repeating because it's one of the strongest signals you can send out. When you start feeling grateful for what you have and for what's coming, you're showing that you're ready to receive more. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance. Instead of thinking about what you don't have, you start focusing on what you do have. And when you do that, you attract even more. Gratitude is one of those things that's easy to overlook because it seems so simple. But let me tell you, it's incredibly powerful. When you start to feel grateful for the small wins, for the progress you've made, even for the lessons that setbacks have taught you, you're aligning yourself with the energy of your manifestation. It's not about waiting until everything is perfect to feel grateful. It's about finding gratitude in the process. It's about being thankful for the journey, even when it's not easy, because that gratitude will carry you through the tough times. It will remind you that everything is happening for a reason and that your goal is getting closer every day. Now, I know there are times when it's hard to stay positive. There are days when it feels like you've been working toward your goal forever and you're tired, you're frustrated. You might even be thinking about giving up. But let me remind you of something important. Every great achievement takes time. Every success story you've ever heard, every person who's reached their goals, they all had moments when they wanted to quit. But they didn't. They kept going. And you can too. You've come too far to stop now. You've put in too much work to turn back. Those signs you're seeing, they're there for a reason. They're there for a reason. They're there to remind you that you're closer than you think. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day, to focus on what hasn't happened yet. But I want you to take a moment to look at how far you've come. Think back to when you started. Think about all the things you've learned, all the ways you've grown. Even if you haven't reached your final goal yet, you've made progress. And that progress is worth celebrating. You see, success isn't just about the final outcome. It's about who you become in the process. It's about the growth, the lessons, the resilience you build along the way. And if you're seeing these signs, then you're becoming the person you need to be to receive what you've been working for. So keep going, keep believing, keep taking action. The signs are there, and they're telling you that your manifestation is on its way. You've got everything you need inside of you to make it happen. Stay focused, stay patient, and keep trusting the process. Because when you least expect it, when you've been patient, when you've been persistent, when you've kept your belief strong, that's when everything will come together. That's when your manifestation will arrive, and you'll see that all the work, all the effort, all the patience, it was worth it. You've got this. You're on the right path. And your success, your manifestation is on its way. Keep moving forward. The best is yet to come. And here's the truth. Every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. Sometimes we get so focused on the big picture that we forget the importance of the little steps along the way. But those small steps are crucial. Each one is building momentum. Each one is laying the foundation for your success. Every time you push through an obstacle, every time you make progress, you are creating the path to your manifestation. Think about it this way when you're driving at night. Your headlights don't show you the whole road at once, do they? They only light up a few feet ahead of you. But as long as you keep driving, the path in front of you keeps getting illuminated. It's the same with your goals. You don't have to see the entire road to know that you're heading in the right direction. You just have to keep moving forward, one step at a time. There will be moments when the path feels unclear, when you're not sure if you're heading in the right direction. But let me tell you something important. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You just need to trust that as you keep taking action, as you keep believing in your dream, the path will reveal itself to you. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first step, and then the next, and the next. And let me remind you, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every time you stumble, every time you make a mistake, you're learning something valuable. You're getting one step closer to your goal. The only real failure is giving up. As long as you keep going, as long as you keep trying, you are succeeding. Let's talk about persistence. You've probably heard this before, but it's worth repeating. Nothing worth having comes easy. Success takes time, it takes effort, and it takes a level of persistence that most people aren't willing to give. But you're not most people. You've already shown that you're willing to put in the work. You've already shown that you believe in your dream enough to keep going, even when it's tough. You see, success is a game of endurance. It's about who can keep going the longest, who can keep pushing forward when everyone else has given up. The road to your manifestation might be long, it might be challenging, but if you can outlast the challenges, if you can stay focused on your goal, nothing can stop you. There's a point in every journey when things feel the hardest, when the obstacles seem the biggest, and that's usually right before the breakthrough. That's the point where most people give up, but not you. You're going to push through, you're going to keep going, even when it feels tough, because you know that your manifestation is on its way. And here's something powerful when you persist. When you refuse to give up, you send a message to the universe, to yourself, and to everyone around you that you are serious about your dream. You're showing that you're willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. And when you do that, when you fully commit to your goal, doors start to open. Opportunities start to appear. The things you've been working for start coming to you because you've proven that you're ready to receive them. But persistence isn't just about working harder. It's about working smarter too. It's about staying flexible, being willing to adjust your approach when something isn't working. Sometimes you might have to take a detour. You might have to try something new, but that's all part of the process. Success isn't a straight line. It's full of twists and turns, but every twist, every turn is bringing you closer to your goal. Now, let's talk about belief. Belief is the foundation of everything. If you don't believe in your goal, if you don't believe in yourself, then no amount of effort will get you there. Your belief is what drives you, what keeps you going when things get tough. It's what helps you see the opportunities that are right in front of you. When you believe that your manifestation is on its way, you start to act differently. You start to take action from a place of confidence rather than a place of fear. You stop worrying about what could go wrong and you start focusing on what could go right. That shift in mindset is powerful, and it's one of the biggest signs that your manifestation is close. You see, your belief creates your reality. When you believe that something is possible, you start to attract the things, the people, and the opportunities that will help make it happen. But if you don't believe, if you let doubt creep in, then you start to push those things away. That's why it's so important to protect your belief, to keep it strong even when things aren't going perfectly. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who support your dreams, and who believe in you as much as you believe in yourself. Distance yourself from negativity, from doubt, from anything that tries to tell you that your dream isn't possible. Because it is possible. You wouldn't have the desire, the vision, if it wasn't meant for you. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. Sometimes the people who come into your life are there to help you get where you're going. Be open to receiving help, to learning from others, and to allowing others to support you on your journey. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to keep believing, keep taking action, and keep trusting that everything is coming together in the right way at the right time. One of the most powerful things you can do is act as if your manifestation is already on its way. When you start living your life as though your goal is already coming to you, you're sending out a signal that you're ready to receive it. You're aligning yourself with the energy of success. You're showing the universe that you're serious, that you believe, and that you're prepared to take on the opportunities that come your way. This isn't about pretending or forcing anything. It's about stepping into the version of yourself that already has what you want. It's about thinking, feeling, and acting from a place of confidence and belief, knowing that your manifestation is on its way. When you do this, you start to attract the things you need to make your goal a reality. You start to see opportunities that you might have missed before. You start to become the person who is capable of achieving what you want. And here's the beauty of it. When you start acting from that place of belief, things begin to shift around you. You'll notice that people respond to you differently. Opportunities seem to come out of nowhere. It's not magic, it's you stepping into your power, you aligning with your goal, and you creating the conditions for your manifestation to appear. But here's the key: you can't just sit back and wait for things to happen. Manifestation isn't about wishing and hoping. It's about taking inspired action. It's about doing the things that will bring you closer to your goal, even when you don't have all the answers. It's about showing up every day with the belief that what you want is already on its way. You don't need to know exactly how it will happen. You just need to know that it will. And when you keep taking action, when you keep believing, the how will take care of itself. Now, I want you to remember this: everything you're working for, everything you've been striving for is within your reach. The signs are there. The opportunities are appearing. You are capable of achieving more than you ever thought possible. Your manifestation is closer than you think. Stay focused, stay patient, and stay persistent. Keep believing, keep taking action, and most importantly, keep trusting in yourself and the process. The journey may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. You're on the right path. Keep going, because everything you've been working for is coming to you. Believe it, feel it, and know that your manifestation is on its way. You've got everything you need to succeed now. Go make it happen. And let me tell you something else. You've already proven that you have what it takes. Every time you didn't give up, every time you faced an obstacle and found a way through it, you showed yourself that you're stronger than any challenge that comes your way. That strength, that resilience is what's going to carry you through to the finish line. Now, I know there might still be times when doubt creeps in. It happens to everyone. But here's the thing: doubt doesn't mean you're off track. It doesn't mean you're not capable or that your manifestation isn't on its way. Doubt is simply a signal that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, that you're doing something big, something important. And that's a good thing, because if you weren't aiming for something meaningful, Doubt wouldn't even bother showing up. But when doubt does come, remind yourself of this: you wouldn't have the vision if you weren't meant to achieve it. You wouldn't have this dream if you weren't capable of bringing it to life. Hold on to that truth, because that's what will carry you through those moments of uncertainty. In fact, let's talk about what it really means when doubt shows up. Often doubt comes right before a major breakthrough. It's like the final hurdle before you reach the next level. So when you start to feel doubt, when the challenges seem to pile up, instead of thinking, why is this happening? Remind yourself, this means I'm getting closer. The more you push through the doubt, the closer you get to seeing your manifestation unfold. You've probably heard the saying, it's always darkest before the dawn, and that's true in so many ways. Just when things seem the toughest, just when you're wondering if you should keep going, that's when you're closest to the result you've been working for. Don't let the dark moments make you turn back. Hold steady, keep your focus, and trust that the light is just around the corner. Now let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something equally important: joy. Yes, joy, because even while you're working hard, even while you're pursuing your dreams with everything you've got, it's important to find joy in the process. Sometimes we get so focused on the end result that we forget to enjoy the journey along the way. But when you take a moment to appreciate the steps you're taking, the growth you're experiencing, you create an even more powerful energy for your manifestation. When you find joy in the process, you lift your vibration. You start to attract more positivity, more opportunities, more of what you want. This doesn't mean you ignore the challenges or pretend everything is perfect. It simply means you choose to focus on the good, even in the midst of the difficult times. You choose to find something to be grateful for, something to celebrate, even when things aren't exactly as you want them to be yet. That joy, that gratitude creates momentum. It keeps you going, and it makes the journey not just bearable, but enjoyable. Because at the end of the day, success isn't just about the final outcome. It's about who you become along the way. It's about the growth, the learning, the relationships, the experiences that shape you. And when you find joy in that process, you'll realize that the journey is just as important as the destination. One of the greatest signs that your manifestation is on its way is when you start to feel a sense of peace, even before the goal is achieved. You might not have everything you want yet, but deep down, you start to feel this calm assurance that it's coming. It's that quiet confidence, that knowing that lets you move through life without constantly worrying or stressing about the outcome. You've done the work, you've put in the effort, and now you trust that the results are on their way. That peace is a powerful signal. It's a sign that you're in alignment, that you're ready to receive what you've been working for. And when you reach that place, when you stop worrying and start trusting, you'll be amazed at how quickly things begin to fall into place. Now, let me be clear, this doesn't mean you sit back and wait for things to happen. Trusting the process doesn't mean you stop taking action. Quite the opposite. It means you take action from a place of calm confidence, rather than fear or desperation. It means you keep moving forward, knowing that everything is working out in your favor, even if you can't see it yet. And here's something else to remember: the timing of your manifestation may not look exactly the way you imagined. Sometimes we want things to happen on our timeline, but there's a bigger picture at play. Things may take a little longer than you expected, but that doesn't mean they're not coming. Often what feels like a delay is actually a blessing in disguise, giving you the time to grow, to prepare, and to become the person who is fully ready to receive what you've been working for. So be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process. Know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it doesn't look like it in the moment. Trust that when the time is right, everything will come together in ways that you couldn't have even imagined. And don't forget, you are in control of how you respond to the journey. You have the power to choose your thoughts, to focus on what you want instead of what you don't want. You have the power to keep moving forward, even when things feel uncertain. You have the power to trust yourself and your vision, no matter what challenges come your way. So as you continue on this path toward your manifestation, keep these signs in mind. When you feel that shift within yourself, when opportunities begin to show up, when synchronicities start happening, when you feel more at peace, and when challenges come but you push through anyway, know that these are all signs that your manifestation is getting closer. Your belief, your persistence, your ability to stay focused even when things aren't perfect, that's what's going to make all the difference. You're not just waiting for your manifestation to happen, you're actively creating it with every thought, every action, every moment of faith. And the beautiful thing is, you're not the same person you were when you started. You've grown, you've evolved, and you've become stronger along the way. That growth is part of the manifestation. It's part of the success. So even as you look forward to your goal, take a moment to acknowledge how far you've come. Celebrate the progress you've made, because that progress is proof that your manifestation is on its way. You've already come this far. You've already shown that you're committed, that you believe, that you're willing to put in the work. Now, it's just a matter of continuing that journey, of staying the course, of trusting that everything you want is within your reach. So keep going, keep believing, keep taking action, because your manifestation is closer than you think, and you've got everything you need to make it happen. Success is yours. It's already on its way. Now all you have to do is keep moving forward, keep trusting, and watch as your dreams unfold before your eyes. The best is yet to come, and you're about to step into everything you've been working for. Keep going, because greatness is waiting for you.